Okay, just a little update on this current refit. Good progress. The saucer section is attached to the neck, and that's been curing for about 48 hours now, and I'm happy with the way that turned out. And as always, there's just a little bit of light blocking that needs to be done, and that's par for the course on this. Just doing a test fit on the nacelles. Obviously, I don't have those on there. Still have connections to make. Next, the nacelles are fully detail painted with some little touch-ups here and there. Because when I did my light sanding, I kind of nicked some areas and removed some paint, but those will be touched up. Then once that cures, I've got future on them as well. I will do the Aztec painting on the nacelles, which won't take but a day because they're not that difficult. So that's where we're at here. And then another thing that's par for the course on this beast is figuring out wiring, and I'm toying with the idea of either installing the board in the secondary hall in front of the shuttle, or the I guess it's the shuttle bay, hangar bay, or just running the appropriate wiring down the mounting tube and installing the board in the base. But we'll touch on that here in a little bit. I am currently light blocking the photon torpedo housing. So the black that you see is tulip, because I had some light bleed coming through them. So once the tulip dries, I'll give it another coat of blue, and then detail paint with some black wash. So that's where we're at with that. So just some minor touch-ups, and I still haven't decided on how I'm going to do the sensor bands, either decals or mask and paint them. The decals that I do have are old, so I don't anticipate good results with the decals. So, and you guys are probably thinking, wow, it's going to be rather difficult to paint at this stage, and actually it's not, because don't forget the nacelles are not attached. So once I remove those, I can get to those areas quite nicely. So, but that's where we're at. Like I said, all the painting is done, with the exception that I just noticed. The thrust, I don't know what you would call those. Anyway, around the nacelle thrust, there's the yellow danger area, I guess, that needs to be painted on those. Anyway, that's where we're at. She's getting close with just minor touch-ups. I still need to touch up the entrance to the shuttle bay, as you can see. I'm going to make this flush with the rest. I've got a little light bleed there, as you might expect. So that needs to be done. And I had a little bit of the ring decal lift on me when I was doing some masking back here. I was a little careless. But I've got plenty of those decals, so I'll just replace that. Other than that, the deflector dish housing is pretty much complete. I'll be doing a lighting test here pretty soon on this one to make sure everything is working out good. I really like the Aztecs on this one. It just pops. It's really good. The red bridge pinstriping. The decals that you get in the new release are way better than the old decals. Just take your time when you put these on. Make sure you use plenty of microset and a little bit of water so you can keep positioning them. And if you do that, they'll turn out really well. If you don't get these as straight and even as possible, it can really make it. It really can make or break the look of the top of the saucer. So take your time on that. And I have 2 more refits that I'm going to be building. So I've been asked, and I think I'll just go ahead and do it. I'll be doing. Well, one is already well into Scott's and Tim's. Theirs is. They're well into their build. So, but I have another one that I need to start, and I'll do step by step. Even though it's been done 1,000 times, my methods are somewhat unconventional and somewhat quicker than most. Some of you guys might like my ideas on how I do things, so that's to come in the future. Right now, I need to get this one out the door, and I'll be addressing the sensor bands today. In fact, what I'll be doing, while the nacelles are not attached. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And once again, once she is all done, oh, and speaking of which, I need to reach out to the owner of this one to see if he minds attaching the nacelles. I can come up with some quick disconnects and make sure that the nacelles are completely light blocked internally. That way, all he would have to do is just attach them and apply a little CA and be done with it. Because it is the weakest link on shipping this particular model is the nacelles. It's not a very good attachment design for this, but if not, we'll approach that when the time comes. Okay, other than that, that's where we're at. I'm hoping my next update for this one, it will be completely finished. So, till then.